Hey everybody, this is just a quick down and dirty video of a few units showing that they actually work and some proof of life. First one I got here, so this is a GS4. I actually installed sound in a while ago. It came back without it working. So this is a cautionary tale of many for the GS4s. I'm going to see if I can show this on another model. The upper and lower drawbars on here, upper drawbar, lower drawbar, have, so I'm going to move my finger there, have wires on each side. The lower one has 2 wires, the upper has 2 wires, and this goes to a split frame over here. If I just take the boiler top off, I might actually be able to see. But basically, your upper frame is the motor, and then your lower frame is the wheel sets on here. So what had happened here is if you rough handle these units and you twist these, sometimes that wire will pop out like that. And in the case of somebody taking this out of the box or putting it on the track or something, it had gone up between the 2 frame halves. Now, when you short power back to the motor lead right there, you put it on the track, it poofs the decoder. So it's obviously a very exaggerated view, but you can see that when this is moved over all the way, that will pop out. One of those wonderful design quirks of the GS4. Anyways, so went through, realized that decoder's toast. I mean, these things happen. And put a new decoder in, programmed it, and here we are. So, and I'm just going to give this guy a little bit of juice. So you've seen a bunch of GS4 videos, so I'm not going to dwell too long on this, but needless to say, it's back alive again. So just when you're taking them in and out of the boxes and when you're handling them, just be mindful that you're not twisting the tender and the locomotive from each other, because those wires can wreak havoc with just the way they're designed. So we're just going to move on to the next one now. All right, so next up is a P42. And I've done a bunch of these guys too. This has a V5 micro. This is basically the same decoder. We've got a bag of them right here, but it's V5 micro that's been installed in there. The frame's been machined down. The lighting's been modified. I got a frame here. Actually, I do. Okay. So the frame's been machined down. So you got a the top is an unmodified. Bottom one's one that's been bandsawed and chucked in the mill and cleaned up, deburred, defiled. And notice there are, if you were paying attention to my last video, there's no metal filings on any of this stuff. Imagine that. So anyways, this also, besides the V5 micro, it has 0402 warm white LEDs in there. So when you honk the horn, you get alternating ditch lights. Well, that's shutting down. So this is ESU's P42 SL582 sound file. And for those of you who will invariably comment that it's not operating at a run 8 in head-in power mode, you can hit F28 on a controller, and it'll be in head-in power or high idle, whatever you want to call it, mode. So we're gonna move on. And finally, we got a Kato AC4400. This has a ESU 58741 V5 Kato USA board along with a 15x8 speaker with 3D printed housing in it. Also, the ditch lights are separated out on here, so they're not attached to the LEDs. The surface mount LEDs were replaced with 3mm round golden LEDs, or warm LEDs, depending upon how you decide to look at it. Anyways, there's your ditch lights, there's your headlights. Turn some sound on there. And so there we go. Just quick down and dirty. That was sound file SO813, by the way. Quick down and dirty recap of a GS4 ESU, well, install / repair. P42 with ESU LokSound, separate alternating ditch lights, and Kato AC4400 with ESU LokSound installed with separate ditch lights. C&W units didn't have alternating ditch lights that I'm aware of, so those were just wired in, so they don't blink when the horn is when in grade crossing mode. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day.